The special remission process that saw former President Jacob Zuma walk free back in August is back in the spotlight.
Justice Minister Ronald Lamola told the National Council of Provinces on Tuesday that about 100 of the 15,000 offenders released on special remission between August and October had reoffended. Juniour Khumalo has the story.
Lobby group AfriForum and the DA are up in arms over the special remission process that saw former President Jacob Zuma, along with thousands of other low-risk offenders, released from prison. The outrage comes after Justice Minister Ronald Lamola on Tuesday revealed that of the 15,674 prisoners who have been released between August and October, 97 of them had reoffended. AfriForum, who labeled Zuma's release on special remission in August an insult to justice, has been quick to point out that the number of reoffenders could be much higher.
I think a very important thing to also bear in mind is the fact that these are 97 that have now reoffended that we are aware about. These are 97 that have been caught. So how many of them have already reoffended, but they're just still on the run?
At the heart of the problem, according to AfriForum, was what the organization described as the haphazard manner in which the process was rolled out.
I sincerely doubt that any rehabilitation process was followed during this procedure. We know that the South African Correctional Service Department's rehabilitation programs are lacking, to put it lightly. Even offenders who eventually get granted parole, proper parole through the correct processes, often turn out not to have actually followed proper rehabilitation programs. So to haphazardly and hastily release 1,500 of these prisoners, who, bear in mind, are offenders. They committed crimes. They abused the rights of their fellow South African citizens. And for them to just get released because of political reasons clearly shows that the ANC government doesn't care about the man on the street. They care about their political cronies and about their cadres.
What is more concerning, according to the DA, is that the government appears to be reliant on the remission process as its sole solution to overcrowded prisons.
In terms of the remissions process, it unfortunately seems to be now the way this government wants to down-manage overcrowding of our prisons. So if you look at the remissions in 2019, December 2019, then again during the COVID period, and now in August, it tells us that about 50,000 inmates in 3.5 years were released on special remissions of some or other form.
In defense of his department, Lamola again rejected suggestions that the special remission was curated just to benefit one individual. He also said thousands of the released inmates had nowhere to go after their release. Their families and communities rejected integrating them, leaving offenders with no other option but to live on the streets and resort to crime.
In theory, you're not supposed, even on a special remission program, to be allowed back into society without somebody confirming in writing that they will give you a warm bed in order for you to try and find your feet when you're back in society. But the minister has also acknowledged during his appearance in the National Council of Provinces that was not properly confirmed in respect of everybody who was now released in August.
Most of the reoffenders are accused of economic crimes like housebreaking and robbery, while Zuma is spearheading the ANC's campaign in KZN leading up to next year's elections. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Juniour Khumalo in Johannesburg.